Welcome to Bespoke Diaries. Today's article is on Chase the Art, Chase the Passion, Don't Chase the Money, by Sherrin Varghese, musician, actor, India. Sherrin has been in the industry for 20 plus years. He has been part of the Band of Boys and he has a solo career as well. He has done television lead roles as well as actions. One of his first performances was in a commercial of Sony Entertainment. He was doing rock bands, then he was pretty much part of the Bombay rock scene. He started music from school, church and all that was initial ground, after which he was part of theatre for a while and then they found Band of Boys. Gul and Mustafa Khan Saab and Kadri brother were the ones teaching us. Hari brother was the one who was mentoring us musically, and after that 3 to 4 years later he started learning from a gentleman, Upendra Verma, and he feels very fortunate that he is a part of the studio called The Circuit, where he creates audio-video content quite regularly. He has a live stream special studio where he had great fortune of the likes of Sonu Nigam, Vishal Dadlani and almost everybody who has a pure diplomacy to perform at the studio for their virtual audiences and their virtual shows. Primarily he moved up in the last 2 years. He has been streaming before the pandemic, so during the pandemic it became quite natural for him to submit himself to the industry, his clan, and now they have reached a comfortable position where they do virtual conferences, virtual shows, and general audio-video artists come to them who would like to shoot performances. He has been quite lucky because of the studio. It helped him carry through during very crucial time, but the offline shows which requires travel and perform for audiences around the world, that kind of drove down due to COVID restrictions. And fortunately he was able to put his energy into the studio, which does basically what eventually turns to like virtual performances. He felt lucky because it wasn't the design he had intended and it turned out better that way. He looks up to Shashi Kapoor, Vishal Dadlani, Sonu Nigam. There are several gods in his book and they all individually stick to their role and character. He looks up to Charlie Chaplin as an actor and Will Smith. They are somebody that he wants to be like as an actor. His advice is, whatever you do and you're not happy doing it, then how much ever you're studying it and how much ever you put your efforts in it, you cannot achieve it. Right now he feels very blessed that he is able to enjoy what he does most, and it doesn't feel like work. It has come to his life only because he followed what he passionately loves doing, because when you're 20 something else happens to you and when you're 30 something else happens to you. Fortunately there are aptitude tests nowadays which helps you identify what direction you should go. It doesn't have to be like hard work when you are 15, you don't have to be like I am going to be 30, that isn't the case, and you should basically find what interests you that time. For example, today's kids enjoy playing Minecraft because when we see the mechanics behind it, it teaches you how to build using materials. It teaches how iron is for a certain constitution and cotton is for different constitution. It teaches you strength of materials. Then if these things interests you, then it is bound to help you understand. Sherrin enjoys designs like architectural and computerized design. When we were born, we were taught about being engineer, doctor, architect and lawyer. There were the bright things and everything else was left out, but now the time is different. You can know that an SSC student can tell what he enjoys doing, whereas he had no clue about it during his time. So his advice to the youth is, really dig inside and find out what you love doing most, because when you do something that you love most, you will eventually get good at it. Chase the art, chase the passion, don't chase the money. If you chase the money, it will never come to you. There is one experience in his life which is quite pivotal in his life. It was April 15, 1995, and Michael Jackson was in our city performing for a concert, and he was a huge music fan, especially of MJ, and somehow he has to puff out a 1,500 rupees for the ticket. Sherrin was 20 and he was in the second year of degree in mechanical engineering, so he had no way to make up for it. So he sold some tires from an abandoned Maruti van and made 400 rupees and borrowed 500 rupees from his girlfriend, and rest of the money was arranged from his mom, and somehow he made it for that show. He was excited to go and get the beautiful picture and traveled all the way from Malad to Churchgate to buy the A4 sized ticket. And he got in the show and remembered standing in the audience and experiencing what does 35,000 people looks like, and he remembers those moments when Jackson was supposed to come in his old rocket missile style, and we see Jackson and the whole crowd goes screamingly, "Yay!" At that time there was Gujarati guy in front of him. "Hey, what's up? Full paisa wasool, thank you." So those kind of moments you live for, and that is when Sherrin decided, this is what I want to do. This is exactly what I want to do, and that fever did not die down for months, and after that every kid found out he stole those tires and bought tickets for the show, and he became the talks of town, and the van was lying without the tire and nobody would point him out. It was hilarious, and this was the defining moment where the choice between engineering and arts is when he chose arts. Not about money, it's what he would love to do, and the education system didn't seem passionate at the time around 1999, so that was a very crucial turning around point, and it's one of those divine intervention, like had he not gone to that, maybe he won't have influence to do that. He feels so lucky that he went to the show and he got to see a great performer. Thank you for your time. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Do leave your thoughts in the comments section below. For similar type of article, please reach us at contact@thebespokediaries.com, or you can visit our website www.thebespokediaries.com.